2023 on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Seahawks ready to take over on offense, and it is a first-time Pro Bowler who leads them out, Charles, in his 11th year now, Geno Smith.
When the Seahawks named Smith the starter last season, it gave him an opportunity he wasn't sure he would get again. And then he became one of the best quarterbacks in football and sustained it across a full 17 games when he come back Player of the Year. Saved his career with last season and keeps the Seahawks as true contenders.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Back to throw, Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Fighting to stay upright. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to help spark another postseason run.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Well, this one, CD, an interesting one to start the season in the NFC West. A lot of people think that this is the 49ers division to lose, but you caution not so fast.
Remember Seattle 2022?
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the interception, here's Smith. It's complete to Lockett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll fake it. Now Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Smith. He's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Lockett from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Tyler Lockett touchdown. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Shedding the tackle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he rifles one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. They run it again with Williams. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Stafford. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now Smith, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Laviska Chenault, the intended target, and it's third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
LA set to take over again on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Stafford. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try for the first with Walker. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is taken at the 18. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. LA readies for its next possession. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down and 6 now. Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And Cup going to pick up a Rams 1st down as the tackle made up near the 35.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Rams.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple.
At the 44-yard line.
Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Stafford now to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he returns this to the 22. And out now come the Seahawks. The Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Smith, left side complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Lockett is a beacon of consistency for the Seahawks offense. His last 4 seasons, he's reached 1,000 yards, had at least 8 touchdowns, and only once has he had more than 2 drops. Continues to be underrated, but not by defenses who have to face it.
Now Geno on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To the right side, this is Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Geno. It's caught. Lockett. The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
I'm not sure that the surprise was that they actually faked it. That's classic territory to go ahead and do it. The surprise to me is that they were successful. I'm not sure the defense was really prepared.
And now they're going to keep the drive alive here. Really big play on the fake punt. From the red zone now, Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And that'll be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now Smith. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to fourth down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Myers' kick is good. And it will knot us up at 10. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Defense. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3-and-out.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Lockett. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things out.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Stafford. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Pass taken in by this big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And not much room to speak of. We'll get about 3 up to the 41.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Geno now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And the Rams getting set to go now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And able to get this to the 31.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Going to be taken in here by Nacua. Touchdown, Rams! Puka Nacua with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point right down the middle, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Now Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game from the 41. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll send Cup in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Here is 3rd and 5. Throwing is Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Now Geno on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
At the 24-yard line.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner. We watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Up the middle, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack, and they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Returnable for Lockett. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. So Geno and the Seahawks down 20-17. A minute 50 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Smith's going to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Smith. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this week 1 contest. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, They're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the focus shifts to the Seahawks offense. Trailing by 6. 65 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's Smith. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Smith to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Now Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the fourth quarter.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. You're in the fourth quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra point. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The football going back to the Rams now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Leek Woolen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Seahawks, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.